So we're getting a new subscriber. Number 3 on direct search.
Okay.
Perfect,
Subscribe.
man. Thank you.
And let's remember to hit the bell.
Yeah, always hit the bell also.
Remember to hit the bell.
Cecilia has an exam today, which means that I'm walking around the streets of Canada all by myself. So I decided to go to downtown Vancouver. I took the bus down here. It was a 45-minute ride, but I'm here now. So today I have given myself a challenge. I want to get 5 people's opinion on China. I want to ask them 2 questions. So the first one is it okay if I film the next one for my YouTube vlog? And the second question is, if I say China, what are your first thoughts? And I don't really know how many people I'm gonna have to ask to get that many opinions. We'll see. Let's go. So right now I'm basically just walking around the streets here in Vancouver, and I'm trying to find a place that would be good for stopping people. Because I know from Mikkelsen's and my previous experience in Copenhagen, a very busy street with a lot of people isn't too good, because people won't be stopping. They're just gonna keep walking. But on the way I found this super weird exhibition. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. So I just had my first encounter, and I asked the man if it would be okay if I filmed the next question for the vlog. And he said I don't want to be on social media. On to the next person. So next person I asked, who was walking his dog, wouldn't comment on China. So now we're at 2 for none. This might be tougher than I thought with the coronavirus and everything going on. So I found my first stranger of the day. What's your name, sir?
Mario.
This is Mario. If I say China, what are your first thoughts?
It's a great nation.
A great nation,
Yeah.
okay.
Great people, numbers,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, great economy,
Yeah.
probably a great future.
I believe so. So as I told you, I'm trying to learn Chinese. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult do you think it is learning Chinese?
I would say for me at this point in time would be impossible. I wouldn't even dare try it.
So I found my next stranger of the day. What was your name again?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. If I say China, what are your first thoughts?
The Great Wall.
The Great Wall? Okay. Have you been to China?
No, never.
No? So what do you think of the Great Wall?
That is great. That is huge. That is huge.
It is huge. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult do you think it is learning Chinese?
11.
11, yeah. Okay, thank you, Christina. I honestly have no idea where in Vancouver I am at the moment. You know, one big difference though, not as much attention at all walking around with the camera here in Vancouver compared to China. I mean, nobody even stopped me to get a picture or anything, and that happened all the time in China. But we don't have time to chat around all day. We need to go talk to some strangers. Come on. So I found the next stranger of the day. What was your name again?
Rob.
Rob. Hi, Rob. So if I say China, what are your first thoughts, your first reaction?
At the moment, the coronavirus.
Yeah, I got that like a year ago. What would your first thoughts be?
How much China is, all the stuff they're building, and like how much they're industrially going ahead.
Yeah, it's crazy. So what do you think with the coronavirus?
I don't know, I think it might be a bit overblown.
Yeah, yes sir. I mean, a lot of people are really going crazy about it. Okay, so I'm learning Chinese, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult do you think that is?
10?
10? A strong 10?
Yeah.
It is also really difficult. It's really difficult. Cool. Thanks, Rob. I'm gonna go find another stranger, and you have a nice day.
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks, man. I've talked to 3 different people now. The first one was Mario, who said, great economy, great nation, great people. The second one said, the Great Wall, so a lot of great things about China. Rob was actually the first person today to mention the coronavirus, but he said it was a bit overblown. That actually surprised me, because I don't think I've heard anyone in the Western world so far say that it's overblown. Really good. I need some energy to find my last 2 strangers. So now I found what is supposed to be a Canadian version of the bun in Shanghai. Maybe. I'm leaving the bun now.
Yeah.
We'll do like
anyway,
this.
I'm here too, yeah.
Perfect. So I found my next stranger. What was your name again?
Lucia.
Lucia. Hi, Lucia.
Hi.
If I say China, what would your first thoughts be?
Oh, normal.
Normal?
Yeah. I think it's a big nation.
Yeah.
And very intelligent people, wonderful people. Also have sometimes bad people, like anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world, right?
Exactly.
In terms of learning Chinese, on a scale from 1 to 10, how difficult do you think it is?
Oh, that I have to be very honest with you. It will be 10 for me. I speak pretty much 4 or 5 languages, but all Latin.
Oh.
And I try even German once. It was very difficult. I found Russia better. Asian language, honest, with all my respect, would be 10 for me. I don't know.
I think it's difficult as well. So how do you learn languages?
I like language, and half of them I went to school, half of them I learned work with them. The first language I learned after mine was French, but then I went to France.
Yeah.
I love Europe and I love France. Scandinavian country and European that side also is good. I really like language, but I'm like the Latin side.
Okay. Yes, victory! But I've been walking around for like an hour. I've asked almost 10 people in that hour and nobody wanted to speak to me. But everybody I've talked to said Chinese, it's a 10 out of 10. So now I need to find one more stranger and then the mission is completed. Random stranger that I can ask, where are you? Where are you, stranger? They're everywhere. Okay, so I found the next strangers on my mission. Dave and
My wife Olga.
Olga. Hi guys. First thoughts when I say China.
I would have to think of coronavirus.
Coronavirus? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I don't think it's a problem for us here in Canada, really.
No?
I mean, I don't. As you've been walking around, you don't see too many people wearing masks here.
Not here in
I just came out of a medical clinic and only one person I saw wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So
I was actually in a Walmart in Richmond yesterday, and all their disinfection for the hands and all their surgical masks, they were all sold out. But I do definitely agree with you that I don't think it's a problem here.
I just do the normal thing. I just wash my hands often, and since I work with the public, and you're shaking hands with people, so
Yeah, but if you do that every day, it's not the big change for you.
Exactly.
So if we go back 1 year,
Yeah,
what would your thoughts be on China then?
a place I want to visit.
Yeah. So if you're going to China, where would you go?
I'm not sure yet.
I can definitely recommend Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Yeah, it's a really good place to visit if you're going there for the first time ever, because you'll actually still be able to find some people that do speak a bit of English.
Well, I guess technically we've been there because we've been in the airport flying to the South Pacific.
Okay, so you have been there,
We've
but you haven't
set foot
visited
in China,
Yeah.
but only in the airport.
Okay, so as I said, I'm learning Chinese.
Yeah,
So on a scale from 1 to 10, how difficult would you say you think that is?
I would say extremely difficult. So when I listen to that, as a person who generally can pick up languages, there's nothing to grasp. There's nothing to grasp, right? Because I speak the Latin languages, right?
Okay. So how do you go about learning new languages?
How do I do it?
Yeah.
Well, how I teach people is the first thing you ever want to learn is how do you say. In Spanish, we'd say, ¿cómo se dice eso?
¿Cómo dice eso?
Eso. And the person would say, oh, señor, esa es un cámara. But if you learn how do you say in any language and point to it, they can tell
Then
you,
they
right?
can tell you.
What does it cost? ¿Cuánto cuesta? I'm using the Spanish example,
Yeah.
right? Or where is? ¿Dónde está? In the Spanish example, right?
It
So
makes
if you
sense.
learn those three things in any language,
Then
you
you
can
just
pretty
go
much
out and
you
use
can
it.
do anything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Dave, for talking. Yes! Wow! I am psyched right now. Awesome, Dave's such a cool guy. So I would definitely say that it's been a success so far today. What do people in Vancouver actually think about China? They think China's a pretty great country. Now, if some of you are wondering if I just got outside my door, found the first 5 people to talk to, shot this video in 20 minutes, I just want to show you how much I've actually been walking today. Almost 15 kilometers.
I've been to school. Tobias has been out all day walking Vancouver's great streets, talking to strangers apparently. We will now be heading to the cinema to watch the Oscar-winning Parasite. We will not be able to take you with us, so while we're gone, say hi to China.
I hope you liked the trip. We are back and we're ready to go to sleep. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.